sure. Come on, I guess right.
You do your thing, yeah, do your thing.
I normally don't drink, but
you gotta feel good. We gonna keep all of that too.
In the cup, you know what I mean?
Alright, let's get it.
I was thinking about bringing some champagne too.
Yeah,
You can cut that part.
Man, y'all know what it is, the real two-tat, all praise to God.
And your man, Marathon Man.
And this is another episode
of the Real.
Let's get to it. But listen, we have a special guest with us tonight. He goes by Mr. Edward Ed Scissorhand. And before we always start, we do our mental health check-in. How you feeling, brother Ed? Gucci, I like that. I like that. How about yourself, Mr. Marathon? How you feeling, my man?
Not gonna lie, bro, I feel blessed. I'm just coming up off my birthday weekend, man.
How was that, man? How was that?
It was blessed, man. I appreciate you coming over my dinner.
Because you already know,
man, I was late.
You know, I'll be out late, but you had me out.
Yeah, I'm feeling blessed though, man. Re-energized. I'm taking a couple days off. Let's get back to work.
Absolutely.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Like I said, I put my 2 feet on the ground every day. It's a win. I can't complain, but listen, ain't nobody gonna listen anyway. So God is great and God is amazing. So let's get into it, man. Let's jump straight into it. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this thing. So Ed, you look at the news, you see what's going on. I want to ask you your take on this, and it's a 2-part question, right? One first, and the second one coming up. So listen, Ed, you see the Jewish people, right? What they doing to Kanye West, or should I say, Ye, and Kyrie Irving? What is your take on them, the cancel culture, I say, and why do you think they apologize?
You talking about why Kanye and
Kyrie Irving apologized to the Jewish community because they was holding on for like a week or 2, right? And the next day they apologized.
I think at the end of the day, you're dealing with a community that can put a real stranglehold on your day to day. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like if you're gonna take that stance, you gotta be willing to go straight exile. I mean, not even stand on it, like you stand on it, but can either one of those guys go somewhere else and still be profitable and live a comfortable life? Because they're gonna try to scrutinize these guys everywhere they go on this land here. You know what I mean? Because we're talking about an entity, and basically all over the world, but right here in America, man, they're gonna put all kinds of pressure on the boys. If I didn't see the apologies, but I'm quite sure it's not an apology for what they believe in. It's just an apology that all this came behind it, the repercussions. So, like, I think I watched Nick Cannon's apology, right?
Yeah.
And it's one thing to apologize to somebody, and then it's another thing to say I'm sorry and be sorry. You know, Nick Cannon, you know, I can say something to offend you guys and be like, look, I apologize for the way you feel. That don't necessarily mean I take back what I said. But when you know, I'm sorry, you know, you got your head.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Let's run that part back right quick for the people that's listening, right? Saying sorry and being sorry and apologizing is 2 completely different things. I learned that shit in prison, right? Yeah. So explain the differences, man, between that, man. So people can understand why you shouldn't be sorry.
Nah, you don't be sorry. You can be apologetic. Meaning that, you know what I mean?
Be remorseful.
Remorse, that's a whole nother thing. Like, if I offended you, I'm not remorseful for offending you. I just, you know what I'm saying? The fact that I disrupted your spirit, I'm going to apologize to that. But if what I'm saying is facts-based, then I'm not remorseful for fuck that. I'm not sorry. You know, I'm not sorry. But I'm gonna apologize that, you know, that this is the outcome that had to come out of all this. You know, all this backlash, all this scrutiny, all this, you know, media attention. You know, my family gotta endure this, so I'm gonna go ahead on and apologize. But that don't necessarily mean I'm sorry or remorseful. So, you know, if they did that, if they did apologize, you know, shout out to them. You know what I mean? But don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Fuck that.
Let me ask you this though, Ed. Do you think that they apologized because they didn't have the support of the black community?
I don't know. it's kind of hard to say because it depends on it really. When you say black community is separated into all kinds of entities anyway. So on a whole, they might not get support from the black community, but partially, they probably got some calls from some real thorough high ups. I'm quite sure the minister
for sure
is standing behind them wholeheartedly. You know what I mean? You don't get no blacker than Farrakhan. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I really can't really say why they apologize. You know what I mean? If I was put in that position and I had to apologize, I can only say why I would apologize. You know what I mean?
So would you apologize? Would you have to apologize?
I would apologize for all the backlash, not for what I stood on or what I believe in. Like from what I heard Kyrie say, look, man, I can't be anti-Semitic because I know who I am.
Absolutely.
And I didn't make the documentary.
For sure. I just posted.
So if this got you guys offended, I apologize. That's what I took from what I heard earlier. Now, I don't know since then who done called them and send them a horse head in his bed. You know, they got all kinds of scare tactics, you know what I mean? So, you know, who knows what went on. But, yeah, apology, if that's what it was, if that's what it takes. Sometimes that's just being the gentleman in the situation. But don't be sorry. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we ain't doing that sorry shit. Fuck that. Not sorry. I apologize.
So before we jump off this topic, I want to ask one more question.
What do you think?
So, do you think black people are weak? Because it's like, listen, man, we can kill each other. We can go to war by the dumbest things. We can sell each other out because we always sell each other out for money. You know what I'm saying? Look, and the Jewish people are so crazy about them, right? They own everything. The news stations, the radio stations, the record companies. So it's like you can't dodge them. And so what Kanye West was saying, everything is true. But they call Kanye West crazy. But every time you speak the truth, you're crazy. But if you promote buffoonery, they love it. They applaud you. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's to me is crazy in itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say black people are weak, but you got a lot of them that are. I think we've been oppressed for so long that the power of the dollar overwhelms us.
Yes.
So if you take a young man or take anybody that comes from a real impoverished situation and you throw them more money than they ever seen before, man, they gonna buck down, shake their ass. Shit, nigga, it's for sale. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Culture for sale. And I think black culture has been put up for sale for so long that we don't even recognize it.
Damn, that's the first time I ever even heard of it. No bullshit. That just blew my mind. You gotta elaborate on that right there. So you said black culture.
Black culture's been up for sale for so long. Like, you know what I mean? Like
that's basically like the new form of slavery.
Why you think why if the Jews run everything, right? But why aren't they using other Jewish people to entertain their people?
Absolutely.
I mean, let's ask this question. You know what I mean? Why you don't see Jewish rappers talking about killing
seen the Jewish
rapper?
Never gonna see it.
You
If you see a Jewish rapper, which they have
Drake Jewish, Drake from Toronto.
If you remember my man, I mean Jews all over the world.
Yeah, everywhere.
I mean, so we're not gonna regionalize them, but it was a couple of them back in the day. You know, they didn't announce their Jewish heritage. What I'm saying is, you never see them speak in the same context that we speak in.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? If you see a talented Jewish artist, he's going to express his artistic side.
Right.
With us, our artistic side has to involve sex, either having a high sex drive or murderous tendencies.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Why is that? It sound good when niggas talk about killing niggas.
But can I say this though, Ed? I'm gonna say this to both of y'all, man. You know what's so crazy? We the one with the talent, right? So if we just boycott the industry in the sense of the music industry, the basketball, the football leagues, you know, we just say, you know what, we're going on strike, we ain't doing none of that. If we stood behind Kanye West and Kyrie Irving, we would have got some of it. But we didn't, because like you said, the power of the dollar overrides everything. Everybody don't have that same mindset.
Yeah, if most people look at it like this, shit, if I fall now, man, I can't go buy Gucci. I can't.
Yeah, we spend money on them. You make money and give it to them. Like I told you, this was the first. I ain't gonna lie, man, because these topics been on my mind because, like, us black people, man, we just sell out for the dumbest things. And I get it. When you come from zero and this might give you some money, I understand. But I was saying this, man. You know, Jewish people, they're not athletic. They're not built. None of that stuff, right? In our communities, we athletic. You know, we build. We do so many things.
We like that.
We like that. And so look, we teach our kids how to play for the team. In the Jewish community, they teach their kids how to own the team. So that's why they had these bat mitzvahs and a bat mitzvah. The bat mitzvah is for the young man and the bat mitzvah is for the young woman. So they teach them from birth. When we die, we do GoFundMes. When they die, they already got their stuff plotted right there in Israel. And Jewish people are not white. If you look at them, they look Middle Eastern, right?
Yeah.
They white, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's more than a race, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to be labeled as white. People don't know that. So it's just crazy, man, how we always settle them, man. I attack black people because we the only one that can fix us. Nobody can fix us.
Well, listen. From my understanding, black people been selling black people out for a long time.
Forever.
Like when you speak of transatlantic slave trade,
Atlantic trade.
That was niggas that was selling other niggas into slavery. That was black people selling other black people into slavery.
Facts.
Give me gold and copper, I give you 10 niggas. You don't know these niggas, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
That shit sounds so modern day.
You know what I'm saying?
What, you want me to slap on them?
But it never goes anywhere.
Facts.
You know, it's a cycle. Same cycle. Yeah. Nothing new under the sun.
Everything's already been done before.
So I think us as black people, we got a lot of self-evaluating that we need to do. You know what I mean? I really think we do. We got to reevaluate our morals and principles.
For sure.
What means the world to you? You know what I mean? Like what
what
means
the world? That's my favorite word.
My money, my club, my home. He asked the question.
Exactly.
What mean the world to you? So ask yourself every day, man. What mean the world to you? You know what I mean? Everybody's answer shouldn't be the same, but when you ask yourself that question and you really have to sit down and think on it, what mean the world to me? And if you're not saying the things that mean something, then you part of the problem too.
Absolutely.
It's not hard to tell who with it and who ain't. Just ask that question, man. What mean the world to you? Motherfucker ain't saying shit like, man, my kids, you know, my family, you know, man, my community, shit like that. Then you know, if they saying that, then you know they solid people. But if they not saying these things, they saying the same shit Cam's saying. For sure. Put your ass on that. Bird. You know what I'm saying?
Change lane, bro. Now, what you got for a bird, huh?
Hey, now that we touched on some lyrics and shit, man, my man gave me a little background about you, man. He said you was an artist.
Yeah.
He was in the music.
Yeah.
So, alright, so let's get into this topic, the music topic. First, I want your take on what is like now, this hip hop and R&B culture now. What's going on amongst the hip hop and R&B community, and also just like how it is, what it's evolved to. What's your take on it?
Trash.
Trash can right here.
No.
Garbito.
It's garbage. You gotta explain that. You gotta explain that one.
It is garbage from. So which avenue do you want me to explain?
We got some damn greats. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that talent wise, you don't have great artists. Like I respect a lot of these up and comers, newcomers. I do. What I think is that the reason why I say it's garbage because it's no distinguishment anymore. So you got 50 artists that sound the same. One person set the blueprint and 50 artists follow that blueprint.
Everybody eating on. Damn it.
Everybody sound like your
or so we think. So we think because this is the thing too. We go back to what we was talking about, Jewish control, media, Jewish control. They are the ones that's telling you, I like you, but I need you to talk about this. I like you, but I need you to talk about what he talking about. You can't come out and talk about your heritage, your upbringing, your real struggle if you want to be that next level artist. You can't come out and talk about positivity and upliftment. That shit don't play on no radio.
They ain't trying to hear that.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So like Kanye say, it's all I'ma fuck his bitch, I'ma kill his nigga. The beats is nice and it get violence, but at the end of the day, so it's garbage to me. Even in R&B, you look at R&B, right?
I don't even feel like R&B exists.
It don't.
Everything is rap. Everything is rap.
Because what happened was you stop taking people with natural talent and start supplementing them for people with looks. So the guys gotta be a certain look. They gotta have a certain look. The women have to have a certain look. Fuck if they can sing or not.
Right.
We can use it. We can auto-tune that. You know what I'm saying? We can digitalize your voice and
what's gonna say?
Yeah. Or
got a whole cartoon voice in there.
Somebody might be hitting or an industry.
It's garbage. It's garbage because sonically, like it's nobody really. I'm not gonna say nobody. I hate to say that's a problem, but it's not too many that is really putting structuralized music out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like these drums and it ain't too many Anderson .Paaks and Bruno Mars.
Your question.
They like Supreme.
I'm telling you.
Everything else under that is just
Prince level.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't see that same capacity in music like that anymore. Especially amongst our mainstream music.
Facts.
Now you can go find the indie artists that's killing the scene. I love them indie artists, but far as mainstream pop, oh no, shit. I listen to Champagne Poppy now, and he a goon.
Hey, what? Look, I was just listening to one of his songs. I was listening to one of the new songs.
He talking about pull up and all that shit.
No, he don't come from
there. Drake, stop, man. Stop with your ass. This shit you talking about is real life.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? People really living like this. They really pulling up. And they really dropping around. Yeah, they splashing. So I don't need somebody that's a pretender trying to tell me that he's a goon. Nigga, fuck out of here. Nah, we ain't doing that.
A lot of them fake. So now, about you as an artist, when did you start rapping and you know what I'm saying? How was that? Like your whole artistry?
So I started rapping around 8 years old. I was heavily influenced by the hip hop culture. You know what I mean? Like I grew up in a musical household.
Absolutely.
My mom listened to gospel, my father listened to the blues and rock and roll. My brothers listened to funk and go-go, and then it transitioned into hip hop. Yeah. So music has always been played throughout my house. Absolutely. And then when we go to school, we all banging on tables and reciting rhymes and stuff like that. So right about 3rd, 4th grade, man, pop locking and banging rapping. You know what I'm saying? Real simplicity. And then it's time as the culture progressed, so did my writing ability. You know what I mean? So it was, for me, it was always about vocabulary. It was never about image. It was always about lyrics. Yeah, man. I put them words together.
I love lyrics.
So yeah, it was all about artistic expression.
Yes.
For myself, and I think I got real heavy into it around 14. I met a DJ, my man too, still good friends to this day, my man Shorty Mo. And had a ton of records. So we really sat down and we would dive into all these grooves and samples and shit like that, man. Like, so I learned how to sample at an early age, know how to construct bars and beat formats and stuff like that. So we really was really into making music. You know what I mean? Rapping was like a superpower. You know what I mean? So yeah, I took it serious for a good while.
Okay.
Did you gain any how you say? I was about to say publicity. I'm burned out.
Traction from it?
Yeah, like did you
Hell
get a good following?
Hell no.
Record labels ain't coming knocking.
You know what? It was because at that time we talking about early '90s. You know, I was shopping demos, and I never forget. I sent the demo to Luke Records. Luther Campbell.
Luke, Too Loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I sent them a demo.
Luke Davis.
They was like, nah, y'all too.
This ain't it,
Yeah, nah, y'all too.
That ain't this. That wasn't the sound.
Yeah, nah, they wasn't. Because we was talking, believe it or not, at that age, man, I was so anti-government.
Right.
At that time. Like, all that. I was definitely. So I was real disgruntled with government from a young age. I hated Reagan. I hated Reagan. I hated Bush. Nah, yeah, man. When I ride through National Airport, I see his statue on my spittle. If y'all want to edit this, edit it. Fuck it.
The real, man. The real.
Why you don't fuck with Reagan?
Man, fuck Reagan. Reagan decimated the black community.
With the drugs, the cracker.
So when I started rapping, that's the mode I was on. Like, we was on some young rebel shit. You know what I mean? So record labels wasn't feeling that. Like, nah, y'all niggas, nah, we got a public enemy. We don't need this. Alright, so but I stayed true to what I believed in, you know what I mean? So I think that's the reason why I stopped rapping. Because as time went on, the game started getting more commercialized.
That you see now.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. I mean, not to take the topic off of you being
go ahead.
Just to add on too, because now he's talking about being an artist and stuff. And, you know, before I went to prison, I was in the music. You know what I'm saying? I had aspirations of being a rapper and shit like that. And I used to literally be recording in studios and stuff. And like, you know, during my time in prison, it's like I kind of held on to it for a little while. And then, like, you know, I just started growing and I really started like having these deep thoughts. I'm like, bro, like if I want to be rapping and like, you know, talking this stuff, like basically I'm gonna be living this shit because I'm not gonna fake it. Right. So I'm like, I just started losing the appeal for it because I'm like, bro, like I'm like the culture, the way that it is, bro. It's like you gotta. I ain't gonna say you gotta be official, but I don't know. For me, like, you gotta be official.
So to what you're saying, I ain't mean to cut you off, but so moving into my older years, 17, 18, 19, 20, I'm not the same kid I was from 8 to 14. You know what I mean? Like, you know how it is. You start running the streets and dealing with girls and hanging out and doing whatever. You know, you start getting into little conflicts and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And your lifestyle starts to change. And so does your writing.
Absolutely.
So it's like, either you gonna go back to who you was when you was a kid, which is hard to do, or you gonna thrust yourself into this environment even more. And street culture and hip hop became one. And when I turned 20, I met a DJ from New York.
That's what I was looking for. You about to go in?
I went to a party up in New York. Met matter of fact, it was Mason. Mason Belton. When he first signed with Bad Boy, they had a party for him up in SOs, right? SOBs. And a friend of mine met this young lady, man. She took me up, man. introduced me to a lot of people up there. Even Biggie was in the club. I was like, shit, I go over there and talk to Biggie, and I was like, shit, I didn't went over there and talk to that nigga. Then he got killed a couple months later. I was like, damn. But you know, we talking.
That was the time to be live.
Yeah, we was talking about '96, man. We was talking
lit. That was lit.
I was baby.
She introduced me to a couple of DJs, and I gave them a demo, and you know, they was like, yeah, y'all got a nice little country flow. Country. Whatever. So then he was like, man, yeah, y'all nice, but y'all gotta pick an image. And that threw me for a loop for a second. I'm like, image? What do you mean an image? Like my image is relevant.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I speak, I say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Long as it's in the scope of righteousness.
No question.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna say what's right, what my niggas need to hear, not what my niggas want to hear.
Right.
But that's not what they wanted. They wanted somebody that was gonna play the role of a gangster, a baller, a thug, and shit like that. And I'm like, dog, like you put me in a serious situation because I come from a real environment. So if I'm up here talking this, I got guns, I got coke, I got this and that. The people that knew me from coming up, they gonna want to see about this.
Yeah, they gonna walk in.
Hey,
so what's happening?
So before I tarnish my own legacy, I fall back. Cause at that time too, I was starting to be outside a little bit more. And whatever came with the territory of being outside, you didn't want to talk about that verbatim.
No question.
Talking about who you got into. Yeah, shit.
But look now, they talk about this all the time now.
Because you know what now is this is the ingenious plot that has been put upon us that we don't even see, huh? This shit is like lyrical snitching. These niggas are lyrically snitching on themselves.
Super duper.
It's like, you know how like a motherfucker, you know how like you watch the international news and somebody blow up some shit, right? And then the Taliban send a video out. Yeah, so we all did this. Yeah, so they got full responsibility for blowing up your embassy. Death to America. That's the same shit. So now it's like, you ain't know who did it until they released the footage to say that they did it. Same thing now. Nigga come shoot up the block. Then they get on YouTube. Yeah, I spent on the bed. I shot the man. Okay.
Probably got the RICO case. They said they told them themselves.
Yeah, they told themselves. Oh, Betty, yeah, shit. Them niggas know. Oh, it was you. I seen y'all at the grocery store the other day. It was y'all niggas. Y'all niggas right around the corner.
Facts.
So this is why you got so much gunplay going back and forth. This shit all rap beef. You feel what I'm saying? It's rap beef.
Local rap beef.
It's rap beef.
Rap beef. It don't even matter.
And yeah, the police, they can do what they want. They can do so much, but at the end of the day, it's like let them kill. Get these niggas out the way, huh? Kill them all. And then the one last man standing, we lock him up and send him away forever. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win for
the people that's oppressed.
That's what I'm saying. What I didn't realize or didn't know, this is the diabolical and this the diabolical side of it, and super sinister. That the people that's employing these rappers or signing them to contracts or whatever, they putting insurance policies out.
Facts. That's a fact.
They put life insurance. Yeah, I got shit. Y'all nigga ain't gonna last 3 months. We get killed. Yeah, shit. I get all my money back, and we ain't gotta give. You know.
So now that you say that, what's your take on the takeoff situation? What you think about checking?
That's a peace takeover.
That's tragic. That's tragic.
What you think about the checking in policy?
You know what? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I really don't.
What's your reason why you don't
maybe I'm at that street where I feel like I gotta come to somebody else's city and tell them that I'm there. Like
they can't even protect you for real.
They can't even protect me. Who the fuck are these people?
Exactly. Police come, we all gonna run.
Yeah.
Like,
you know, like, are y'all gonna walk around these? Like, everybody do. I get 10 armed guards with motherfuckers just sitting there with like, I need that. If I'm checking in, I need a motherfucker to guarantee me that ain't nobody gonna touch me, Joe. Like I can pull my pants down and piss on the sidewalk and can't a motherfucker touch me. You know what I mean? That type of shit. I need goons with their guns out standing beside me like I'm the most important person to come through this city. So I don't personally understand it. Plus I'm a low key kind of guy anyway. So if I slide through the city, best believe it's only for business purposes.
That's it. In and out.
I might meet and greet and leave. Does Taylor Swift have to check in when she goes?
Facts,
man. Facts. Like when do we start making? When did it become fashionable for us to have to go tell another man that's just like me, I'm in your city? And if I want to go in some of these hoods, then I'm gonna call one of them niggas. I'm gonna call one of them big thorough niggas. Hey man, look here, man. Take me around Oak Park, man. I'm trying to get some weed. Man, I know you know everybody. Look out for your boy. You know what I mean? But I want
some mutual respect shit.
Yeah. I really don't. I can't really say I understand the culture. That's some new shit that's kind of like beyond me. You know what I mean? So. I hope that I would never have to get to that point where I gotta go check in. Now, if I'm in a foreign city and I feel like I'm gonna be there for a while, I'm gonna go check in with the police department. I'm in town for a couple of nights. I don't want none of your big redneck officers harassing me. You know what I mean? What you doing here, nigga? No, call your sheriff. He know I'm here. You know what I mean? That type of shit. But
yeah, hey, scissor hands, man. He over here cutting his head, man. You teaching these young boys how to cut.
That's it. That's all I need. That's all we try to do. I don't need no Karens following me around. Hey, little bitch. Deputy Doodall to know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But now I don't get it though, and it's so tragic with that boy, that little boy.
They said he was a good dude.
That's so tragic.
Good dude.
So tragic. It's so tragic.
No reason, man. No reason.
It's heartbreaking that
how sensitive this shit can be.
I read a report, man. I read a report that they said hip hop artists was something like, it was something astronomical, like 57.3% more likely than any other genre of music to be murdered.
This is crazy.
And you know what's so crazy though? They gonna keep dying. Not even trying to be negative, bro. But like we talked in the Bible shop, you was like, man, I said this, it's gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse, right? And you were like, nah, basically, it don't have to get worse for you, but I'm just saying, if you read the Bible, you know what I'm saying, everybody reads, every generation shall seek to get worse and worse and worse and worse, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're dealing with the things we're dealing with now. So if you tell you go ahead, stop the killing, people gonna still kill. It ain't gonna stop. That stuff ain't stopping, bro. That stuff ain't stopping, bro.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's like people be just having this thirst to kill.
For sure.
It don't even be like some real shit. Bro. A lot of this shit don't really be about nothing. When you kill somebody, bro.
Well, every man, understand this. Every man born with the same seven deadlies. We're all born with the same seven deadlies. Lust, envy, greed, gluttony, sloth, pride, wrath. You know what I mean? We all born with them. So murder is triggered by one of those seven deadlies. You understand what I'm saying? Hell yeah. I get to hate on you. I get to envy in your shoes, nigga, and I ain't got none. Kill your motherfucking ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How you feel about pride? Like I be feeling like that's a big thing.
Pride, number one. That's one of the hardest things that, you know what I mean? Motherfucker feeling too prideful. Pride can lead to a lot of everything else. You know what I'm saying? Pride can make you a gluttonous, or pride can make you a sloth. Pride can make you envious. Pride can cause you to inflict wrath. You know what I mean? So pride is a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Pride should be taken into your work. I take pride in my work, but I try not to walk around with a whole bunch of pride to a point where when it's challenged, I feel like, oh yeah, you challenging my manhood, so now I gotta do something to you. That's pride that makes you react like that. You know what I mean? So I try to separate that side of pride from myself. I give that to God. God takes pride in all His creation that He created. You know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So I try to stay away from being too prideful.
So look, you've been. I'm sorry. I know.
I'm trying to tell you. Go ahead. Ask a question. Go ahead.
You've been under. How old are you?
46. I'll be 47.
So you OG in this, man. You been here well, right? You got a lot of youngins that need guidance, right? Give them a few words, man, that you can, you feel like can impact them right now if they was to listen to you.
Man, you know what? I learned working with youngins, man, because like I feel like I've done a lot of shit in my years. 46 years, nigga, I done some shit. You know? and it ain't been all bad shit. It's been a lot of good shit. And one of the things that I take pride in is fostering young minds. You know what I mean? Like I had a job in the daycare center when I was in high school, working with babies. You know what I mean? Then I worked in group homes with kids that were abused and neglected. Then I worked in a vocational school. The biggest thing that I've learned with dealing with youth, it ain't so much of talking to these little motherfuckers. It's about listening to them. You know what I mean? Listen to them. Yeah, man, I'm trying to talk to these kids. I'm trying to talk to them. At time, I don't want to hear that shit what you gotta say. Nigga, you made it to finish out, and I'm trying to get there. So all that shit you talking is obsolete to them at time. But if we take time to start saying what's on your mind, y'all, what's wrong, what's bothering you, you get a different response. You know what I mean? Then you can give them feedback. So
instead of pushing your
you pushing your shit off on them. They don't give a fuck about that shit, man. Nigga, they ain't paying no taxes. They don't give a fuck about that shit. Yeah, they trying to get through their day to day. You know what I mean? Yeah. And hopefully they can get to these ages that we are. Most definitely. And then we can start having different conversations. But right now, man, the best thing I can say to a younger man, talk to him. Mm-hmm. Talk to him.
Oh, definitely.
Talk to me. What's up with you? Talk to me. You know what I mean? That right there has been my icebreaker. And I promise you, I get along with damn near half the kids I done been involved with. Now, the ones I don't get along with is because I don't like they little ass. You're a little bastard. Yeah. And you trying to impose your will off on somebody else. But that's rare too though, because I might start off not liking them, but I wind up loving them in the end. But yeah, nah, fuck them kids. But I want to know what's on their mind though. What's on your mind, Sean? What's on your mind to talk to?
If you don't like it, you don't give a fuck if you a kid or not. Fuck yeah.
Go ahead.
It is fuck Ronald Reagan, fuck some kids.
Fuck everybody.
It be like that every time. I love everybody except Reagan, man. Fuck Reagan, nigga. I tell you. I see that nigga in heaven line, nigga. I might get put out there.
Pop off school water.
Right in heaven, right in the waiting line to get into heaven. Yeah. God forgive me.
Go ahead, brother.
Like funny as shit. They gonna have to kick me out of heaven. I see Reagan. Hey, let me see, man. Where we at with it?
What you go ahead, my bad.
Now, what's on your mind?
No, I want you to go ahead, man. I want my brother, man, get to talk, man. Go ahead and do your thing, bro.
Alright, that's shit. So right now, what you like, what you doing in your life, right? You a barber, you know what I'm saying? I'm not too sure if you got anything else going on, but like you said, you've been out here 46 years, so you've done a lot. Do you feel like you're doing enough right now in your life, or do you feel like you have yet to reach your potential?
I don't never feel like I've done enough.
I like that.
I never feel like I've done enough. You know what I mean? I mean, if I feel like when I feel like I done done enough, that's when I'm ready to die.
No question.
You know what I mean? Like I always feel like I could be doing more. Barbering is something that I picked up on because I want to see if I could do it. Just watching other people do it, but it's so much shit I want to do in life right now, man, that it's crazy. So nah, I ain't nowhere near where I want to be. I ain't doing half the shit I want to do. I do enough to get by. Yeah, that shit's just okay. But I didn't even made it with I didn't make a conscious decision that, man, shit, another year, so I'm hanging it up. Going to a new endeavor. Damn. Whatever it might be, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna leap on going blind faith, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it comes to a point in life that you just get so comfortable with what you're doing that you feel like you're comfortable, but you're not. I'm uncomfortable as fuck. I'm just comfortable in the fact that I know I can wake up every morning, go cut a couple heads, make some money. But is that where I want to be? Do I see that for the rest of my life? See this for myself for the rest of my life? Nah. No, not really. So nah. It's always more. I always feel like more. Go get more. But as long as it doesn't entail me stepping on somebody else's back to get ahead.
Right. Facts.
You know what I mean? If I can help another motherfucker and get ahead, so be it. But if I got to step on your back with your back to get to where I need to be, then I feel like, man, I can soon fall at any given time.
Most definitely.
Yeah, no, I don't want that shit. Hell no.
Sure.
So slow grinding is good for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Slow grind better than no grind. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about, man.
Nigga 46, I can lie about my age. You know what I mean? Nigga, I ain't been no hard life.
So you 35? Yeah, I'm bad at 35.
And I say all that to say, man, because like doing things keep me youthful.
Most definitely.
Yeah, doing things keep me youthful. I want to do a lot. I want to do a lot just for the kids, for the program. I want to set up a lot of things for the youth.
Yeah.
So, shit, 5-10 years from now, man, I want to have a strong youth movement where, you know, that entails, you know, youth employment, youth mentoring, being a youth facilitator, you know, everything, man, you know what I'm saying? Get these youngers on the right track. So I'm up.
For sure. So let me ask you this. You said 5-10 years from now you want to have a youth mentorship program, right? Would you teach them how to cut hair?
Teach them how to do whatever they want.
You know what I'm saying? Because and this is another question I want to ask you too. Has cutting hair, has it been a passion for you or is it something that just came natural for you?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. I think after a few stumbles, it started, you know, more repetition and it become easy. But my ability to create, I'm an artist at the end of the day. I used to draw, now, you know what I'm saying? I used to draw, write poetry, write rap, stuff like that. So, like, I always take pride in what I create. So haircutting is a creation. It's a way for me to create. So it's definitely, I definitely, you know, take great pride in what I do because it's my creation. It's my art. It's like me painting on somebody's head. So I love what I do. Yeah.
Hey, I got one more question. One more question. Legacy. You everything that you're doing out here, like in this world, just the way that you're living your life, everything that you've been through, the foundation that you set for yourself, any good impact that you had on people's lives. What is a legacy that you want to leave behind for the people? Whether it's your family, whether it's the youth, whether it's anybody that you ever run across, don't matter. Like, what is it? What is something that
he gave a fuck?
Ooh. Straight to it.
Man, yeah. Everything else is whatever it is, man. But when you get up there, you stand over top of me, when this man gave a fuck. Man, look that way, he gave a fuck. He really gave a fuck. That's it. Everybody can get up on this podium when it's time to say something, just say, yeah, man gave a fuck. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody that known me throughout my life, living or dead, can say that man ain't give a fuck. Now I might not give a fuck about the shit everybody else give a fuck about. All that, all that. You got this and I ain't got that, and you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, but about you and him and her, no, I give a fuck. If I see you in a bad position and I can help you any way I can, even if it's a referral, I'll do my best for you.
No question.
You know what I mean? Like, I love everybody's life. I want everybody to have a good and healthy abundance of life the same way I want that for myself. So anybody I can try to help and we can figure some shit out, yeah, man, because I give a fuck.
No question.
So, yeah, that's my legacy, man. That nigga gave a fuck, man. He gave a fuck, and you can say it like that in church.
He's giving you a church. He gave it.
That nigga gave a fuck, y'all.
So, man, listen, man, like, Ed came through, man. He dropped his knowledge on the Real Podcast. He did his thing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Appreciate you coming through, my good brother. You know what I'm saying? And that legacy question, man, that's a heck of a question, man. So like I say, man, y'all know what it is, man. It's another episode of The Real. Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
If you're not on The Real, you're not real.
There you go. Bang.